dripping on. Yeah, it's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't if you say that you might know me. No, you lying, you don't know me. Yeah, it's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't if you say that you might know me. You know you don't know me. That's right. Spent a bag on the whip, parked in valet. Just took another trip, skipped the drive, called my pilot, then jet down to LA. Yeah, tell me, who you know like this? Let the beat bang, turned off the light switch. I was in the VIP and met a spicy mamacita. Took her ass straight to Costa Rica. Yeah. It's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't if you say that you might know me. No, you lying, you don't know me. Yeah, it's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't if you say that you might know me. You know you don't know me. That's facts. Step back, homie, don't let this freezer go dripping. Cause these jewels might mess around and flood the whole kitchen. Took a bit to get it, was on a mission. And now it's platinum plaques, back to back. I spent a couple mil, you spent a whole rack. Bought the block just to give it back. Remember I was moving rocks, now I spit crack. Yeah, it's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't if you say that you might know me. Yeah, it's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't if you say that you might know me. You know you don't know me. Now it's fast. I'm too cold for you. Diamonds straight out of Mount Everest with it. Yeah, it's a whole lot of ice, homie. Too close, it might get hot and start dripping on. Yeah, it's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't if you say that you might know me. No, you lying, you don't know me. Yeah, it's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't if you say that you might know me. You know you don't know me. That's right. Spent a bag on the whip, parked in valet. Just took another trip, skipped the drive, called my pilot, then jet down to LA. Yeah, tell me, who you know like this? Let the beat bang, turned off the light switch. I was in the VIP and met a spicy mamacita. Took her ass straight to Costa Rica. Yeah. It's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't if you say that you might know me. No, you lying, you don't know me. Yeah, it's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't if you say that you might know me. You know you don't know me. That's facts. Step back, homie, don't let this freezer go dripping. Cause these jewels might mess around and flood the whole kitchen. Took a bit to get it, was on a mission. And now it's platinum plaques, back to back. I spent a couple mil, you spent a whole rack. Bought the block just to give it back. Remember I was moving rocks, now I spit crack. Yeah, it's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't if you say that you might know me. Yeah, it's a whole lot of ice on me. Don't stand too close, cause you don't if you say that you might know me. You know you don't know me. Now it's fast. I'm too cold for you. Diamonds straight out of Mount Everest with it. Yeah, it's an extraterrestrial. Like an extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial.
Doctor?
Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like an extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like an extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial.
Doctor?
Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like an extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another edition of Rounds of 3 with Ceej, episode 5. My name is Chris J. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have not done this in a while, ladies and gentlemen. And I know I'm supposed to get TikTok in here because I'm technically doing something right now. But who did I get this from? Let's just say Hollywood Unlocked. There we go. Now somebody was like, what did you get from Hollywood Unlocked? All I'm gonna say is you'll see when we get to that segment, when we get to last call. Something I saw, can't ignore that, won't ignore that, but it's all good. Let me get this thing. Let me get this to download real quick so I can go ahead and properly place it. That's going to take a minute. But while we're waiting for that to download so I can upload it to the computer, my guy, Wody's in the building. What's good, Wody? How you feeling, man? Thank you for pulling up. And also, if you want more content like this, please subscribe, share, and like the video so we can send it to the algorithm. Follow me on all social links are located in the description. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100 during the Cash App giveaway. Like I said, gentlemen, this is Rounds of Threes with Ceej, episode 5. While we're still waiting, I do want to take the moment to thank everybody for last week Thursday. I call it keep it a stack, basically. Keeping it a stack meaning, am I able to get more viewers than I did on my live stream? We have successfully made that goal, to say the least. And I do want to give a special thank you to those who have watched my videos. And the stream itself is for those who are part of the compound, my audience. And as far as the videos and the clips, that went out to where it needed to go. And people have watched it and supported the video. So I do want to say thank you guys for that. Like, I truly, truly mean it. Oh, excuse me. We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, some of y'all are going to be like, what are you trying to do? And what video are you about to go over that it cannot wait till next week, Thursday? You'll see. You will definitely see. So much so that it will be a lead-in to another stream. Because I know a lot of people are going to ask me to back it up with some type of context. It's not something I can quite do off the top of my head right now, but I'm gonna need just a little bit of time, not that much time. But with that being stated, is just about to upload right now. Thank you guys for your patience. I greatly appreciate it. And just to let you guys know, we are simulcasting live from YouTube, Facebook, X, and IG Live. We're about to get TikTok in here in a minute. I just need to make sure this video uploads because I really want to talk about this before I head out into the streets. Come on, a little faster, a lot faster. My rudder out. Ooh, that was too hot. These coffees are getting hotter and hotter every time I use them. Yeah, burn my teeth. Now I think about it, getting a lot better with iced coffee. Iced coffee is starting to do more of a trick than the regular coffee. Okay, good. It's uploaded. Now let's go ahead and get TikTok. Let's go ahead and get TikTok in here. Intellectual property update. We are updating our policy to further improve the protection and enforcement of intellectual property on TikTok. View our policy. Got it. Oh, Lord. That's all I'm going to say is, oh, Lord. Change that. Thank you guys for your patience. Rounds of Threes with Ceej. Oops, capitalize that. EP5. There we go. Go live. Go live in 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's try this again. Good evening, people. Welcome to Rounds of Threes with Ceej. My name is Crystal J. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is episode 5, simulcast from YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Thank you guys for tuning in. D Degenerate is in the building. D, what's good, man? How you feeling? Now, just to remind people, here's how 3 rounds of Ceej works. Each round is 3 questions. I have to answer the questions truthfully. And there's no redos. There's no, oh, now let me go get another question. No. That's not what we're doing. That's not how we do here. I don't care how uncomfortable the questions are. It has to be answered. My guy, Omni's in the building. What's good, fam? How you feeling, man? So, now that we all here, Facebook is here, Instagram is here, X is here, YouTube and TikTok is here. All right, let's get started. Round one is the icebreakers. Like I said, I have not pre-whatever these questions. I have not scanned them. Nope. I went ahead and just got it in the box, picked out 3 cards from each category, and that's it. I have not vetted these questions, so I do not know what's going to be asked of me. So that's how you're going to get the most authentic answer from me, because I do not know what any of these questions are. I don't. So let's go ahead and get started. Question 1. And this is the icebreaker round. Round 1 is icebreakers. So let's get started. Question 1. Would you rather be able to fly or be invisible, and why? Don't judge me. I want to fly. I want to fly like a superhero. And when I am able to fly, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have a all black suit, Kevlar, bulletproof basically. I may have a cape. I'm going to have a mask on. Make sure you leave room for my beard to flow. And I might be a vigilante. I just need the ability to fly. Yes. And I was like, you are such a child. Fuck you. I want to fly. That whole invisible stuff, I mean, that's kind of, I'm not going to. Hey, it's whatever y'all want to do. Me, I want to fly. I love the idea of just fly, just getting in the sky. So trust me, I would love to fly. That's me. Now, question 2. If you had to cancel one major holiday, which one would you eliminate? If I had to cancel a major holiday, which one would I eliminate? Mother's Day. I would have to cancel Mother's Day. Yes, I said it. Mother's Day gotta go. You know why Mother's Day gotta go? So we could give appreciation to the fathers. We don't want no damn socks. We got plenty of those. We appreciate the tie, but come on now. No. Us fathers, we need more appreciation on Father's Day. So I will get rid of Mother's Day. Yes, I would. Cancel it, throw it away. Leave it with that tea. Get it out of here. No Mother's Day, not at all. Sorry. Shout out to the fathers out there who do all the extra work, who does work, period, and get little to no reward for it. Cancel Mother's Day. That's why I said cancel Mother's Day, so that way fathers can finally get the appreciation that they deserve. What you mean? You bought your mother's balloons, bears, gift cards, and I get some socks that you purchased from the whatever the aisle is on Walmart, where they sell slacks, button downs, belts, and they got some socks too. Go ahead and get that for your poppy. Yeah, nigga, I want balloons too. I want a gift card. I mean, the bear is we appreciate the bear, but I'm just saying, cancel Mother's Day so Father's Day can be appreciated. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I will cancel Mother's Day. Yes, I said it. Last question for round 1. Do you have a favorite artist? Currently, right now, my favorite artist is The Weeknd. Yes, Abel. The Weeknd is currently my favorite artist. Whether it be Rufford, New Jersey, or here in Houston, I'm going to The Weeknd's concert. I just don't know which date I'm going to yet, but I am going. That is for damn sure. So, to reiterate, to go over the questions again, Would you rather? I would rather be able to fly than to be invisible. I will cancel Mother's Day in a heartbeat. And The Weeknd is currently my favorite artist, ladies and gentlemen. So that was round one. That was not too bad at all. Like I said, these are just the icebreakers. Round one is the icebreakers, ladies and gentlemen. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. And also, real quick, I have a surprise announcement coming later on in the future. I'm waiting for a couple. The ink pretty much dried up. I'm waiting for something else to be delivered to my front door. Once we do that, we're gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot a video for it, and we're gonna post it. So I have a surprise coming, real soon. So just bear with me once that moment happens. Okay. All right. Now, I'm sorry, Lena Bug. Hey, how you doing? What's going on, Lena Bug? Shout out to those who are watching me on IG, Facebook, X, YouTube, obviously, and we got a nice audience on TikTok. So thank you guys for tuning in. Now, where we at? Let's get to round two, the deep questions. Like I said, I cannot run away. I cannot redo none of these questions, meaning they're here. I got to answer truthfully. That's what I have to do, all right? First question on round two. What's your creative outlet? Creative. What do you? I don't know what you mean by creative outlet. Creative outlet. I might butcher because I never used the word outlet before. So, what is my creative outlet? Honestly, that's a good question. Damn, almost anything is my creative outlet, honestly. When I'm writing, that's a creative outlet. YouTube is not, there's some creativity to it, but that's not my outlet, honestly. I guess filmmaking now, honestly. If I had to say filmmaking right now is my creative outlet, there's something about being able to tell a story and to piece it up together in the production process. Honestly, matter of fact, you know that in itself is a creative outlet. Just me being doing edits, transitions, and making it pop online. But when it comes to telling a story, even in a freestyle, there's some creativity, freedom in that. Like I can literally take this camera, ladies and gentlemen, I was to get a mount, and I can go anywhere in the city or anywhere on this planet and tell a story. Just place it, set up the camera, set up anything, set up whatever you want to set up, and I can tell a story right there. Like I could literally just be at the park and just sit down at the bench. I can just to get angles, I could put the camera right here. I can film a 30-second shot right there. I can do a 30-second shot on my left-hand side, center, and that type of stuff. I can tell a story through that, then go back and put a narrator over it, and I could tell you what's going on based off of my actual facial expression, what's going on in my mind to keep the audience drawn in, and that's on a basic level. It surprised me how many people struggle in that department, which is fine. If that's not your bread and butter, and that's not your zone, then cool, I understand. But to do something as little and find inspiration to create a story, that's my creative zone. So hopefully I answered that question to the best of my ability, because like I said, I never used the word outlet before, but hopefully I answered that to the best of my ability. Excuse me. Second question. What's something you are passionate about and why? What am I passionate about? I'm very again, just honestly being a creator, honestly, just storytelling. That's honestly my passion, and doing filmmaking. Like I was really addicted to the idea of creating film just off of a phone. Not even any real expensive technology. Matter of fact, before I got on this phone, this stream, y'all, I was talking to a friend of mine, and we're talking about the idea of me getting a sash car, the Screen Actor Guild's card. I'm actually strongly considering doing that, to the point where it's like, no, I'm no longer strongly considering that. I'm actually going to do it. She was telling me the process of how to do it and how much it's going to cost. And there's nothing in my body that said we can't do this. We absolutely can do this. So what am I going to do with the card? We don't know. Like I said, I'm beyond this content creator title, although that is who I am. I'm trying to get this filmmaker title on. Honestly, that's what I would like to do on my creative time, my creative space. Call myself a filmmaker. That's the type of time I'm on. So that's what I'm passionate about. All right, last question for round 2. What's something you know way too much about? What do I know way too much about? Oh, the difference between hoes, whores, whoremongers, prostitutes, and promiscuous. Why do I know too much about that? Because I did a stream last year. The title is "What is a 304?" Because when it comes to these tired, gratuitous conversations about body counts and stuff like that, what makes you a hoe or not, is all subjective. Because everybody is going to strictly go to a body count, which is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. Instead of these words actually have meaning. So that's why I can never misuse the word hoe again. Whore, I can't misuse those words. I can't, because I know the definitions of them. I know the meaning of them. People are going to go to body count. I actually go to the textbook. I know way too much about that. For example, what is a hoe? Hoe is a gender neutral term that describes someone that's being promiscuous. What is promiscuous? Individual who engage in multiple sexual relationships without a commitment. That's a promiscuous person. Now, excuse me, what is a whore? Whore is just a prostitute. And prostitutes are self-explanatory what they do and how they make their money. So with that also introduces the definition of a whoremonger, which is someone who pays prostitutes for sex. So now I can have that conversation with anybody and everybody. Now that's going to be an interesting conversation because they're going to disagree with that perspective. But with them disagreeing with that perspective, we have a nice long conversation about what they believe what that word means and how we can have intellectual back and forth so they will understand the subjectivity of their definition of that word and how it's going to break down easily, whereas mine can stand the test of time. So I know that subject a little bit too well because their absolutes is not consistent with everybody else's, whereas each word has a meaning to it and it can hold weight and hold water in any conversation. So that's what I know too much about. So just to recap, what's your creative outlet? Making film. Oops. What is something you're passionate about and why? Okay. Yeah, making films and production. Passionate, storytelling. What's something you know too much about? Hoe, whores, prostitutes, whoremongers, and being promiscuous. I know that. I know way too much about that. All right. That was round 2. And these are so far good questions. Nothing that I will run away. I will want to run away from like previous episodes, but round 2 was good. Round 2 was not bad at all. Not bad at all. And we got the 31-minute mark. Jesus. Okay, cool. Let's get to the last round. All right, round 3. This is deeper. First round was icebreaker. Second round was deep. Round 3 is deeper questions, meaning they're going to get a little bit more difficult for me to answer or uncomfortable for me to answer. So let's get into it. First question of the last round. One second, they shooting outside. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Let me hold on real quick. Okay. Sorry about that. Just had to run upstairs and grab something. Okay. Where we at? I'm sorry. So again, round 3, deeper questions. They're gonna get a little bit more hard for me to answer. So let's go ahead and get started with this. All right. If a fortune teller could tell you one thing about your future, what would you ask? Oh. If a fortune teller could tell me one thing about your future, what would you ask? And obviously, I'm not going to talk to a fortune teller because of my belief system. What would I ask a fortune teller? I guess not more so what would happen, but more so how could I prevent it? That's just the alarm system. That's a good question. What would I ask a fortune teller? That's a great question. I guess I would ask a fortune teller, will I damn, that is a real tough one. I guess if I will lose weight, that's not a real answer. I'm not getting no bullshit ass answer. Will I actually, this is something I actually been thinking about. Will I ever get to a point where I can finally take the foot off the gas? What does that mean? Right now, my foot is sleeping on the pedal. Currently, right now. After I'm done with this, as much as I love doing this, I got to go outside and make money. When will I take my foot off the gas and just relax to the point where I can just go do my 40 hours a week, come home, come home to my wife, come home to my kids, and just enjoy life? When will that happen? How much longer am I going to be on this road that I'm on? That will probably be the one I would ask, although I would never ask a fortune teller or have a conversation with them pertaining to that. But that's what I would ask. That was a tough one. I'm not going to hold you. Second question. What is the most important trait in a friend? Why? Trust, honestly. Now, here's what I mean by trust. Obviously, I'm going to trust that you don't go back and um, tell anybody any information that I told you. Excuse me. I don't. Yeah, that's the easy part. Whatever I tell you is for you and you alone. You don't go blurt this out to anybody. I don't care who they are. But trust that I know that you know how to use whatever information that I give you. You know how to use it. I don't give out. How can I say this? When it comes to vulnerability, which that's a show we need to talk about on how vulnerability is not a good thing ever. When I give you information, or if I'm vulnerable, foolishly vulnerable to tell you information, it should not be used as a weapon. A, and B, more importantly, should not be used as a weapon against me. That's the quickest way for me to keep certain information to myself. That's easy for me to shut you off. That's the quickest way for the conversation to change moving forward. If your sole purpose is to use that against me as a weapon, you just broke my trust, and I'm going to have trouble maintaining a relationship with you. It's going to be hard to repair if it's repairable. If a broken glass shatters, you sweep it up and you throw it away because there's not enough glue that's going to fix that situation back to the way it was. So the important trait is trust. Not only, like I said, I trust that you're not going to tell my information to anybody, but you're not going to weaponize any information I give you against me. Doing that will ultimately alter the relationship moving forward. Now, last question. What do you think happens after death? What I think happens after death? I'm going to heaven. That's number one. But I do believe you go somewhere. I do believe there's a higher power. Now, some people want to wrestle with the idea of what heaven is to them, or try to say we're living in heaven and hell right now as if there's nothing on the other side. Through faith, I am a firm believer that there is something after this. Because I'll go ahead, this might be dangerous for me to say, I'll go and say right now, if there's nothing after this, why are you still here? Go. There's a reason why you don't want to go. I wonder why. Because you know, honestly, truthfully, you know there's something after this. Now the question is, what route you want to go to? You have all of life to figure that out. Me, I'm a firm believer of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So I know where my soul is going. So I think your spirit is extracted from the body and it goes to where it needs to go. I want my spirit to go to heaven. That's why I believe what I believe. I have faith in the things that I believe. I don't have faith in religion. I don't have faith in the Homo sapiens. I have faith in God that He's going to lead me into the right direction. That's what I believe in. That's what I have faith in. Some people, they struggle with that, but all I got to say is I'll just pray for you. That's all I can do. Now, recap. If a fortune teller could tell you one thing about the future, what would you ask? When do I take my foot off the brakes so I could just do my 40, live comfortably, and enjoy the rest of my life? What is the most important trait in a friend? Is trust, because if you break that trust, you alter the friendship, and that's your fault. And what do you think happens to death? I do believe your soul goes into the afterlife, and God will determine if you're going to be kicking with him or you're going to be kicking with somebody else. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was 3 rounds of 3's of Ceej. 3 questions, 3 rounds, 3 questions each. Got it all answered. Got it all answered. That felt good to do. Now, the gunshots outside wasn't something I wanted to hear, but hey, it is what it is. That was fun. Make sure I stay with that. Even when I have a downtime on the shows, I gotta make sure I will keep up with that and make sure I don't mix up these cars. All right, so one more thing. Where's my tab? All right. Okay, there we go. One more thing before we go. I saw this today, and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Now, interesting enough, we talking about me being a believer. There was something that was caught on, that was said in the congregation by the one and only Marvin Sapp. Marvin Sapp did something that I don't necessarily condone what he did, and I think it's worth talking about. So let's go ahead and see what did Marvin Sapp said on a Sunday.
They understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. I just think $20 is a lot of money. $20, believe it or not, when my late wife Melinda P. Sapp was alive, was a good date. I could take her to the movies, buy a box of popcorn, get 1 soda, 2 straws. I wasn't cheap, that's swag. I was looking in her eyes, she's looking in mine. Can't do that no more. Now everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. I got you. Let's see. So put your 20 away, preachers. That 20 wasn't for you. And this is what I need you to do. If you're giving electronically, or even if you're giving tangibly, I'm gonna have y'all come to the altar and give it, because I need to see 1,000 people moving. Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folk. Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. Even if you're giving tangibly, just put your hand on take your phone and stick it on the bucket. Shh. Giving is worship. Giving is worship. Giving is worship. Giving is worship. This ain't the time to talk. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people online need to give $20. This is easy, saints. This is an easy miracle. They understand the cost.
Marvin?
Excuse my language. The fuck are you talking about? I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
So, Marvin, here's the problem with that. Now, I do agree with what you just said. Giving is worship. Absolutely. You will not get no complaints out of me about giving tithes and offering. Tithes and offering. Tithes is pretty much 10%. Offering is however much you want to put on top of that. Solely up to you. I have no problem with tithing the church house, just like people don't have problem giving their tithes and offering to strip clubs, super chats, cash apps, all that stuff. I don't have a problem with giving to the church because that is a form of worship. What I do have an issue with is the fact that you are forcing people to give money to the church. Yeah, I don't agree with that. And so people know that I can speak on this. Remember, for those who forgot, don't tell me I deleted that ticker. I better not. Okay, yes, no, I didn't. It's right here. What are my ideologies? Real simple. Christian, child of God, believer. God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yes, I am speaking. You're talking to somebody who believes what he reads. You're talking to somebody who's actively in the church currently. Going to church, not participating in the church. That's a calling. If God calls me to do something, I will do it. If God calls me to do something, I'm going to do it. In the church, doesn't matter. That's what I do. So, Marvin Sapp to where we at? Where's that? I gotta get this together. Yeah, for Marvin Sapp to tell the ushers to lock the doors and to demand that the 1,000 people in attendance and the 1,000 people watching online go ahead and donate $20 to the church. When it comes to being a believer, it's to not force God on them. I don't force God on anybody, even those who has been walking the path. The most powerful thing that God gave everybody is free will as a choice. Yes, ideally, if you believe, you should pay your respects. God, or in the case of tithes and offering, that is a commandment from God. That is a worship from God, and it's real simple. Some people say, why you have to pay tithes and offering to a church? I don't know why you pay. Why do you pay money to go to school? Boy, there's something I'm missing. If there is a education if there's an institution that is going to bless you intellectually, you have no problem paying the tuition to go to school. Why not do the same thing for a church? The same thing applies. Or even that. I would love to go to a place that benefits me and not pay a dime. Obviously my place, but guess what? I got to pay to stay here. So I know it sounds like I'm making Marvin's point, but I'm not. So I get the idea of paying, but no, absolutely not. You don't force that on anybody. I would never force anybody to pay me. Like hell, when I do my birthday streams, I just put up the Cash App and that's it, and I keep moving. I don't. And during the beginning of the show, the links to my Cash App is right there if people want to make a quiet donation. But I'm not forcing anybody to do something they don't want to do. How do you know they have $20? And the assumption that everybody's going out to eat afterwards, like y'all ain't got nowhere to go. And it's like, you about to go somewhere new. Why don't you put that money to church? In theory, you're absolutely correct. But you're forcing somebody to do something that they cannot do or don't want to do. And that's perfectly fine. That's for God to figure out. That has nothing to do with us. If you don't want to follow the rules and the commandment of God, that is your prerogative. You're just not going to escape the consequences. I know we got some people who believe that. I won't go there. Not now, at least. God told you to do something, do it. And with the ties regarding this, God did not say force me onto anybody. Or don't force someone to do something they don't want to do. I gave them free will for a reason. And for you to do this, is violating their free will. If they don't want to pay, then that's fine. I'll deal with them another way. But in case of you, I gave you one job to do, and you're screwing that one up. And I say this respectfully to the Marvin Saps of the world. I get what you're doing. Shout out to you for, that's a nice hustle. Shout out to you for putting your money where your mouth is. But to force Jesus on people like that, or force somebody to do something that they don't want to do, I worry, because that draws people away from the church. And if you draw people away from the church, you draw people away from a church family. And you draw people away from church, you also draw them away from stuff like Bible studies, where they get to open the Bible and learn about God. And once you start forcing people to do that, you'll drive them away from God. It's a trickle effect. You start from the low, you work your way all the way to the top, and you're driving people away from God because you're forcing a belief system on them. Now you can say, well, some people say, well, you're Christian, so you should already do this. That's not the case entirely, and you know that. You don't know their walk of life and their walk with God. So there's some people who cannot give to the church every Sunday. And you pray for them, you help God bless them, and you keep it right there. For telling the ushers to close the doors in church, like had that been me, we're gonna have a problem. Yeah, we're gonna have a serious problem. That might be my last Sunday there. You're not about to play me like that. You're not about to hustle me like that. So I don't, as a believer, I don't appreciate what Marvin Sapp did. I understand where he was going with it, what he was trying to do, but there's ways to get things done. That wasn't it. But even a great man is allowed to mess up one time. That was a big mess up. But it's Marvin Sapp, salute to you. No hard feelings. I just wouldn't do it. Now, how much money did he actually raise? I don't know. Like I said, based off of that number, no more than 40. Well, actually, that's not true. Around the 40,000 mark, did he actually collect it? No, I don't know. I really don't know, ladies and gentlemen. All I know is I'm not forcing you to do something you don't want to do. That's a conversation between you and God. That has nothing to do with me at all. So we will go over the tithes and offering chapter or the verse in due time, just so everybody have a clear understanding of where, as a believer, you need to decide on that. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that we are at the end, and I need to actually skedaddle, though, and I might need to take this. I might need to take that with me. I need to put some ice in there because that's too damn hot. Keep burning my teeth. But thank you guys for tuning in. On your way out, if you like this video, hit the like button. Dislike, hit the dislike, comment, and share. Like I said, I had a lot of responses regarding these questions, so feel free to leave a comment. What do you think, or what would you answer? Follow me on my social links are located in the description. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100 during the Cash App giveaway. So, next week, before we get into the dark psychology of a contrarian, I do believe we need to figure out the traits and aspects of being one-dimensional, because I have told people that you're looking at this from a one-dimensional perspective, and they don't like that. But oh well, they'll get over it. So before we get to me dissecting a contrarian, the dark side of it, let's go ahead and get the one-dimensional thing out the way, so there's no confusion when I tell people that they're one-dimensional. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is the BTSI show. This is actually 3 rounds of Ceej. My name is Christopher J. I'm going to talk to you guys next week. Peace out. Extraterrestrial. Like an extraterrestrial.
Extraterrestrial.
Doctor,
Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like a extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like a extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial.
doctor,
Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like
Here's a
I
mess.
don't belong.
Hey, don't even worry about it.
Extraterrestrial.